Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the 39th Annual Essex Memorial Day Parade and Pre-Parade Program. We're your hosts. I'm Marcus Serta, and this is Dylan Giambattista. To start things off, we welcome Father Charlie Ranges from the Essex Catholic community, who will be offering the prayer of invocation.
Let us bow our heads in prayer. Heavenly Father, bless the men and women who serve in the armed forces and gave the fullest measure of their devotion. Grant that their eternal rest will be with them in heaven. Bless their families who mourn the loss of their loved ones across time. Grant them peace in their hearts. Guide the thoughts and actions of our leaders whose actions directly affect military action. May they lead us to peace. Grant them wisdom and courage to do what is right. Touch the hearts of all of us that we will never forget or take for granted the sacrifice of those who we honor today. Thank you, Lord, for this Memorial Day. May we always remember to be thankful for the freedoms that we enjoy and the sacrifice of others that make it possible. Amen.
Thank you, Father. And now the placing of the wreaths by VFW Post 6689 Commander Roger Broussard and Essex Junction Lions Club members Linda and Tom Stone.
To honor America, please rise for the singing of our national anthem by Gary Moreau.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
At this time, we would like to recognize and honor our parade Grand Marshal. He was nominated by community members and has a long history of serving both our country and our community. Tom Silly entered the United States Army in 1968 after receiving his draft notice while working in Maine for the summer. Following basic training at Fort Dix, New Jersey, he attended quartermaster school at Fort Lee, Virginia, where he graduated in the top 5% of his class. Tom was then assigned to the 5th Infantry Division at Fort Carson, Colorado, serving with the 459th Light Equipment Maintenance Company. In 1970, he deployed to Vietnam, where he served the 59th Signal Battalion in Long Binh as part of the United States Military Assistance Command, Vietnam. During his deployment, Tom processed records related to military vehicle repairs and parts distribution supporting Army operations throughout the region. Tom served honorably in Vietnam for over 1 year, 2 months, and 5 days before completing his military service in 1971. He earned the National Defense Service Medal, Vietnam Campaign Medal, Vietnam Service Medal, and earned expert qualifications with both the M14 and M16 rifles. After returning home, Tom married his wife Sandy and settled in Essex Junction, where they raised their 2 children, Matthew and Karen. Tom worked at IBM for more than 25 years before retiring in 2002. Throughout the years, Tom has remained deeply involved in the community. He served with the Essex Junction Volunteer Fire Department for 6 years, volunteered with the ADL basketball tournament, hosted Special Olympics athletes, and has been an active and former commander at VFW Post 6689. In 2001, he helped bring the Vietnam Healing Wall to Essex Junction. Tom has also been a longtime participant in the Essex Memorial Day Parade, often serving in the color guard. More than 50 years later, Tom still calls Essex Junction home, and he does so proudly. Tom Silly has honorably served his country, community, and fellow veterans, and for that, we proudly recognize him as one of this year's Grand Marshals. Would you please rise and join me in celebrating our Grand Marshal for the 2026 Essex Memorial Day Parade, Specialist Thomas Silly. We are presenting Tom with this encased American flag. Thank you, Tom. Next, for a reflection on Memorial Day, I would like to welcome Adjutant General, Major General Henry Harder.
Thank you. Good morning. What a great showing for what a solemn day, an important day for the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, neighbors, thank you for being here today as we gather in remembrance. Memorial Day is more than a date on a calendar. It is a solemn obligation to pause, remember those who gave their lives in service to others, and to reflect on what their service means to all of us. For the Vermont National Guard, that responsibility is deeply personal and stretches back to the very beginning of our state and our nation. Our story began before there was a United States, when Green Mountain Boys stood together in 1775 to capture Fort Ticonderoga. They were farmers, tradesmen, and neighbors who understood a simple truth. Freedom requires sacrifice, and ordinary people sometimes are called to do extraordinary things. From the hills and valleys of Vermont, generations have answered that call. Vermonters fought in the Civil War to preserve the Union and to end slavery. In World Wars I and II, they crossed oceans to confront tyranny in Korea. In tyranny. In Korea, Vietnam, Iraq, and Afghanistan, they again left behind families and communities to serve far from home. And in every generation, some did not return. Memorial Day is about those who are no longer with us, the soldiers, airmen, sailors, Marines, and Coast Guardsmen who paid the ultimate price. It is about empty chairs at the family tables, the folded flags handed to loved ones, and the quiet absence that words can never fully express. In the Vermont National Guard, that loss is personal. We're a small state. We know each other. We remember not just the names etched in stone, but friends, mentors, sons and daughters, husbands and wives. The Vermont National Guard continues to serve overseas and here at home, responding when communities need help the most. That dual mission reflects who we are. The men and women we honor today remind us that freedom carries a cost. Their sacrifice challenges us to live with purpose, to support one another, and care for those who serve and the families beside them. That is how we can honor them, because remembrance is not passive. It is a commitment to those that we lost and that they will never be forgotten, and that we will strive to be worthy of their sacrifice. Those original Green Mountain Boys could not have imagined the world we live in today, but they understood a truth that still guides us. Freedom is never guaranteed and must be defended by those willing to defend it. Today we remember those who made that sacrifice. We honor their service, stand with their families, and renew our commitment to the ideals they gave their lives to protect. Thank you.
And now singing God Bless America, here is Gary Moreau.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. From the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
I want to thank everybody for coming out today. The parade is about to get underway. Start heading this way. So right now is a perfect time to find your spot. Get yourself ready, get comfortable, and enjoy the rest of the day as we remember those. And of course, we celebrate the freedoms we have. So thank you again for coming out, and we will have some more music and some more fun. So stick around, more to come.
What is this I see? Is that the parade route coming into view, or am my eyes?
Even it is, because I see not only the lights, but I see the first banner that's heading this way for the parade. So for those of you right down here at Five Corners, you're going to have to inch out your neck a little bit, see around the corner. It's on its way down right now, so the excitement is starting.
Oh, there it is. Whoa. the wait's going to be worth it, of course. We keep you held in suspense just to build up the excitement. And once they come, I mean, it's Memorial Day. You can't do any better than that here in Essex Junction.
Also, as we gather today, I do want to remind people, look, we should also recognize the fact this is the 250th anniversary of the beginning of the American Revolution. In 1775, ordinary citizens answered the call to defend ideals of freedom, courage, and self-governance. Values that continue to shape our nation today. This anniversary reminds us not only of our country's founding, but also of the generations of servicemen and women who have since sacrificed the defense of those same freedoms. So as we remember those on this Memorial Day, we honor all of them and think even more so on those who began our journey 250 years ago.
That's pretty impressive. I mean, that's a quarter of a millennium. My math right there.
Yeah, it's about how old I am.
There you go. See the start of the parade route. We've got some lively activities. Folks assume their positions here. Of course, there is no bad spot to see a parade from, just as long as you're on the route, right?
That's right, absolutely. And remember, this is a good time to also take note. If you haven't found your place, it's a good time to find your place. Because once the parade starts coming, we would like people to stay on their sides of the road so that you're not running through the middle of the parade for your own safety. So please try to find your space, get comfortable, because it's going to be a fun day.
And of course, if you're like me and you forgot to have an adequate breakfast this morning, I'm really counting on the sugar infusion I'm about to get as we're pelted with candy, so that's always exciting. But, you know, also a reminder is if candy is along the parade route, be safe if you're trying to retrieve a piece from the curb. You don't want to wander out in front of a parade launcher, of course. But I'm looking forward to some of that candy. Bring it on.
Any particular type of candy?
No, you know, I'm not really partial. Yeah, I'm more of a savory guy, so I'm kind of hoping that they're tossing out slices of pizza.
You know, it just reminds me that, you know, wouldn't it be great then if former Lieutenant Governor James Zuckerman were in the parade because you know you get a carrot.
Well, you get a carrot. Yeah, it's true. Good for your vision.
Yeah.
High in vitamin content.
Great with the reason makes us savory sweet.
There you go. I see you've been consulting your cookbooks. If you like a carrot cookbook, a reminder you can visit the pavilion over at the Brownell Library and find out how to souffle a carrot.
Coming down the parade right now, the caisson is right behind the banner. Again, a reminder that today's theme is all gave some gave all. The caisson is pulled by horses, driven by staff from the Kingdom's horse-drawn wagon and sleigh rides. Applause and waves for our Essex High School students who are carrying the banner. Thank you so much. Props to our Essex Police Department as well. Thank you so much for your support.
There we go. And we're officially underway. Boy, those are some beautiful horses, and of course, the Vermont Civil War Hemlocks honor the Vermonters of 1861 who helped save the Union during the Civil War. They portray the 3rd Vermont Infantry and the 1st Vermont Light Artillery wearing the same wool uniforms and carrying all the same equipment that Vermont soldiers did during the war, right down to their socks. The flag you see here is an exact copy of the 3rd Vermont national colors. Please give a warm welcome here to the Vermont Civil War Hemlocks. No political endorsements here.
Here comes our Grand Marshal, Specialist Tom Silly, who's being driven in his own 2008 Ford Mustang. Tom served honorably in the United States Army from 1968 to 1971, including service in Vietnam with the 59th Signal Battalion. Following his military service, Tom remained dedicated to both veterans and the Essex community through his involvement with the Essex Junction Volunteer Fire Department, VFW Post 6689, the Memorial Day Parade Color Guard, and of course helping bring the Vietnam Healing Wall right here to Essex Junction in 2001. More than 50 years later, Tom still proudly calls Essex Junction home, and we're so happy to celebrate him as our Grand Marshal.
Nice day to have the top down, the Ford Mustang. Great to have Tom here, of course. And of course, it's worth noting, Marcus has already said it, but the city of Essex Junction and the town of Essex helped make this parade possible in so many ways, including financial support and efforts by Public Works, Police, and Fire. And of course, we thank them all for making this possible.
You might notice the rider in front. This is your Vermont Governor, Phil Scott.
There he is. Oh, Governor. Riding in style there with plate number 1 on that motorcycle. Good luck getting that from the DMV. Looks like we got the governor's security detail here. Always appreciate the governor's security detail helping to keep us safe.
What you see right here is the American Legion Post 91, Colchester, honoring our fallen service members who sacrificed their lives and their families' lives in the pursuit of freedom for our nation. We also proudly salute our retired veterans and active service members.
Also today we have the Standard Camp to the Sons of Union Veterans of the Civil War, the General George J. Standard Camp to the veterans of the Sons of the Civil War is proud to honor the memory and sacrifice of the soldiers, sailors, and Marines who fought from 1861 to 1865 to preserve the Republic of the United States. Give them a warm welcome here.
Following up right behind you, can't miss these trucks coming. The Essex Junction Fire Department, providing all hazard services for Essex Junction, our neighboring communities. Our department is supported supporting 600 calls for service annually.
Amazing.
Right up
There he
front,
is.
driving the truck, engine number 7. There he is, City Councilor Tim Miller.
That's an impressive
Great to see
truck.
you, sir.
Truck 7. Woo.
We have some pretty stuff.
I mean, those are beautifully waxed and detailed. I'd like
There's
to know
nothing more fun than doing a Halloween on a fire truck, let me tell you. Thank you all so much for what you do. Thank you. Good to see you all.
Of course, to go on here in the parade, very excited to have our division sponsor today, the Essex Rotary Club. Give it up for the Essex Rotary Club. The Rotary Club of Essex will be celebrating 60 years of service this year. Their mission is to provide service to others through their fellowship of business, professional, and community leaders. This year's motto is Unite for Good. And of course, here we have the Lions Club as well.
The Essex Junction Lions Club proudly honors the brave men and women who gave their lives in service to our country, dedicating to community service, helping neighbors in need. The Lions are honored to join today's Memorial Day Parade. Also, big shout out and hello to my friends at Star 92.9 who are here, your feel-good station, Mike and Mary in the morning, and the entire Star 92.9 team honored to be part of today's celebration. Star 92.9 proudly salutes the brave men and women who have served our country.
And look at this crew here. We've got the Essex Junction Recreation and Parks Preschool. EJRP Preschool is housed in the old Park Street School. Since opening in 2009, they've grown to serve ages 2 to 5 with 45 enrolled families. They embody their motto, growing good humans by providing enriching experiences in the community. Welcome.
It's one of the things that I think makes Essex Junction a gem of communities, let me tell you. Coming up right behind here is the Cub Scouts Pack 630, Scouts of America Pack 635 of Essex Town. These packs honor our fallen heroes this Memorial Day. They show respect, patriotism, and service as they grow into tomorrow's leaders. Scouts of America Pack 635 in Essex Town serves children in grades 8 through 5 from Essex and surrounding areas, focusing on character development, outdoor skills, and service with hands-on activities throughout the school year. This is a big pack. This is a big pack. Well done. Thank you so much for coming out.
And a dog in the pack to keep it going, right?
I know.
There you go.
I think we're starting to see more and more dogs joining the parade year after year. This is a great sign.
Can't go wrong with that.
No. Look. Another pup.
There's a pup. Give it up for the dogs. This is a great year to walk in a parade because you're not going to get dehydrated. It's nice and cool, not too much sun. Of course, some of us might be looking for more sun this time of year. Who's to say?
Nice balance. Good balance is good.
Well, you're not kidding. This is a massive pack.
This is a huge pack. And following that pack comes a great set of bikes.
I see a lot of chrome there. We've got Well, they're making the rounds here. Got a pack of cycles on the way. Mount Sinai Cycle Unit number 3. The motor corps rides so children can walk. Here they come. Check out those motorcycles.
As a motorcycle rider, I so appreciate the level of skill they show on their bikes as they do all the circles, the rounds, the skills, do them at slow speeds, high speeds. This is quite the group.
Check out the drone here. We're ready. Lining up. Woo! Oh, there's a nice effort. Nice.
Oh,
Now there's nice
thank you
move.
so much. That's so sweet. Thank you for supporting today's parade. Appreciate it so much. Thank you, sir.
Off they go. Boy, they can make up time here when they take those breaks on those things.
Yeah, they
Shoot
can.
right to the front of the parade.
Following up behind, here's our good friends that help support our community every day as well. The Essex Rescue Volunteer and Career Personnel and provide emergency care to Essex Street, Jericho, Underhill, and Westford since 1971. They are proud to be here today to honor those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. I am honored to see you all today because, believe me, you have helped me personally, so thank you so much. But we love the support you give our community, so thank you for coming out today.
Is give it up for Essex Rescue. Here they come.
Don't forget there is a book sale still going on over at the library. It's going on until noon, so if you want to get a great deal on a book, feel free to get over to the library and get your hands on one.
And this is really the time to do it because everyone's focused on the parade, so you can beat the lines here. Get your holiday shopping done early over at the library. And here they come. We got the Essex Rotary Club. A little bit of a retread here from your MC, but the Essex Rotary Club is celebrating 60 years of service this year, and their mission is to provide service to others through their fellowship, business, professionalism, and community leaders. This year's motto is Unite for Good.
And our thanks to the Matt Lumsden Real Estate for coming out and supporting the parade. Today, they honor who served and have sacrificed for our freedom. In spirit of service, Matt Lumsden Real Estate continues to host their annual food drive to benefit Aunt Dot's Place. Thank you so much for supporting our community.
That's a great collaboration. Look at that. Who's here? Oh, I got a friend. You want to say, yeah. Looks like our friend
Got a
from
few
Matt
words.
Lumsden's looking to offer some words. High five for that. My goodness. There
Matt
it is.
Lumsden Real Estate, thank you so
okay.
much.
Matt Lumsden, he's got the dance moves
Thank
and
you so
everything.
much for all you give back
Wow,
to the
look at that.
community. Great to see you all.
Wow, doing the moonwalk nonetheless. Haven't seen that one in a few years. That's awesome. Yeah.
All right, we got to get this in because when they get up here, they're going to be loud enough. You're not going to hear us. And we want to talk about the Essex Westford School District Marching Band. Proud to be our hometown band. The Essex Westford School Band salutes our country's servicemen and women. They'd love to see you at one of their performances throughout the school year. You've got to check it out. And if you hear them, you're going to know this is a talented group of students.
Boy, I'll tell you, they're pushing out the decibels here. It's going to get loud. I love it.
young man at the back of the line with the tuba. His name is Finn. He's a student, and he's on our Essex Junction Planning Commission.
Awesome. There you go. Double duty. All right. Next we have the Golisano Children's Hospital and UVM Health. This is a full-service children's hospital delivering the highest quality, state-of-the-art, child-friendly, family-centered care for thousands of infants, children, and adolescents in Vermont and northern New York. Give it up for UVM Health Network here.
That right there is, I've been in that vehicle. It is an amazing vehicle to be able to provide the care that it does, especially to the youngest among us.
Critical care transport.
Josh's house. You can check out my shirt, but it's better to check out that beautiful truck right there. Josh's House Veteran Support is an all-inclusive wellness and recreation center for veterans, current service members, and their families to share a meal, talk, work out, and a whole lot more. Visit them in Fort Ethan Allen. Thank you so much for what Josh's House does to help our veterans. Ready for some traffic. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for your service.
Now I'm seeing some canines coming down the route here. We got a pile of happy-looking dogs. This is from Therapy Dogs of Vermont, a non-profit offering empathy to all of Vermont. Therapy Dogs of Vermont supports such places as hospitals, rehab, and correctional facilities, schools, and libraries. They're here for folks when things get hard, with a wag and a smile, all for free. Therapy Dogs of Vermont. That's awesome.
Oh, look at that face.
I think the dog just honked the horn. Could be wrong. I think I saw a pod on that steering wheel.
I told you I was seeing more dogs in the parade. Now here's the Bluebird Montessori of Vermont. It's a new school in Essex Junction. Bluebird Montessori of Vermont salutes our country's servicemen and women. They welcome the community to check out their website at bluebirdmontessorivt.com. Find out more. Just so you know, there are more dogs.
You think there's more dogs? Oh, more dogs. All right.
Can I get cheers for more dogs? More dogs! And maybe a cheer for some cat people. A little cheer for cat people?
Meow. Next year, we'll do a cat float. Let them loose. Let them loose. Here we are with Burlington Emergency and Veterinarian Specialists of Williston, Vermont. They have been the only specialty in 24/7 emergency animal hospital in the community, and they've been here for over 20 years. Debs is honored to salute our fallen servicemen. Thanks for being with us. Coming up here, we've got the Burlington Elks Lodge number 916. The Benevolent Protective Order of Elks Burlington Lodge 916 is proud to honor and support the veterans, servicemen and women of this great nation, and wonderful youth of America. Please visit them to learn more about their programs and foundations. What do we got here? I see some photo and activity here on the parade route.
Well, this is the Mount Sinai number 3 Motor Corps. They ride so children can walk. Shriners children love to rescue.
Now these are some of the most cunning stunts we've yet seen. It's pretty daring to drive up there over that rather extended truck. Take a look at this. Oh, that's the move. Wow, give it a round of applause.
Man, you think when I was a kid on a go-kart, if I could have had my own mobile ramp, that would have been so great.
I'll tell you what, I think these go-karts, they're packing so much horsepower, they're louder than a beta plane, that's for sure. 6 horsepower. Woo! It's faster than my lawnmower, that's for sure. Great fleet of vehicles they have, huh?
I know.
Take a look at that truck. F-350. I'd like to pull my camper with that thing. Go right through the notch with it. You're right. Actually, with that in Jackson, they might get stuck. That's a final event. Ladies and gentlemen, do not drive your 18-wheeler through the notch. Not a good idea.
Construction and Aspen East Stables for their support of today's parade as a division sponsor. Really appreciate all the division sponsors for helping support this parade so that we can put it on and celebrate this day with all of you.
Wow, what do we have here?
Oh. Okay, I might have to give up on the dog and go right for ponies.
I was going to say, yeah, it's a big dog. I've never seen one. Oh, wait a second. It's a pony.
Chief Ron Hogue of the Essex Police Department. Please, round of applause for Chief Hogue and all the work that he and his department do. This is the Essex Fire Department. On this Memorial Day, the men and women of the Essex Town Fire Department join us in honoring the brave men and women of our armed forces who gave their lives in service to our nation. Our deep appreciation appreciation and thanks to the town of Essex for all the support they give to the city and the surrounding communities. There's my good friend John Jacob. Good to see you, my friend. Now, these are some pretty trucks. I have to be a little biased about these trucks, but I do kind of like the black and red color scheme.
Two-tone is doing it for me, not gonna lie. Yeah.
Mutual support is essential for not just our community, but for all communities. We want to support each other really in these times of need. The relationship that we have with the town here in the city, and vice versa, and our other surrounding communities like Williston, Colchester, it's such, I can't say it without such gratitude. These communities really help us every day to support our community and keep it safe.
Well, we got a big contingent coming down here. And of course, we got to give a shout out to our next division sponsor. Give a big round of applause to Maplehurst Floors right here in the community. In fact, right behind the library there. We, of course, very much appreciate the help of sponsors. They make it possible. Sponsors and volunteers, community members. It's a really incredible team effort here. Oh, I love this one.
Yeah. Gotta love the little truck. The radio amateurs of Northern Vermont promote amateur radio in the area. Their members are located throughout the entire route, providing key communications for a safe and efficient running of our parade today. Contact them if you ever are more interested in them by going to ranv.org.
All right, what do we got here? Oh, this is awesome. To get a load of this truck here, we got Bob Bishop and his 1990 Chevy Silverado. This truck was purchased in 1990 for $16,000. Anyone remember getting a car for that much? Woo! And that was brand new, and it has never been driven in the winter or in the rain or on a sunny day or on a cloudy day. Bob only brings this thing out for Memorial Day parades in Essex Junction. Thank you so much, Bob.
And here's the Blue Spruce Grange 574, proudly celebrating 50 years of community service, supporting agriculture, the environment, and advocacy, strengthening families, and building a welcoming, fun, and caring community for all.
Now take a look at this. I see a sign. Registration opens June 1st for Essex Youth Hockey. Of course, Essex Youth Hockey has built a program that demonstrates a commitment to making hockey accessible for all, and it now includes 340 players across 16 teams. And look, they've even got dogs with them. That's not just any dog. That's a little puppy. That's adorable. Season highlights include 5 teams in the championship round. 12 youth girls clinched the 3rd state title. That's really amazing. Huge group here from Essex Youth Hockey.
And I don't know anybody who doesn't want to drive a Zamboni at some point. You know. Big round of applause for the Zamboni!
Look at that. It's like a combination Zamboni trash truck. I love that. That's awesome.
Big thanks and welcome to Pearl Street Pub. They offer casual and comfortable seating with a variety of alcoholic, non-alcoholic beverages, food options available throughout the day, and of course entertainment featuring top local talent found right here in Vermont. Great to see you. Thank you so much for coming out.
What do we got here? Another round of fire trucks from our neighbors here at Underhill Jericho Fire Department. They've been proudly serving Underhill and Jericho and supporting neighboring departments since 1913.
Thank you so much for your mutual aid support. We really appreciate the support from our surrounding community.
popping here. Always a good sign. This parade's really heating up. And of course, we have to thank this division sponsor, A.W. Rich Funeral Home. Thank you so much for your support of this community parade. We love it.
And Girl Scout Troop 58854. Welcome them right now with a big round of applause as Troop 58854 of the Green Mountains and White Mountains. More than cookie sellers, these scouts are STEM innovators and outdoor adventurers building on courage and character to change the world.
And of course, we've got Essex Junction Grand Buffet, fresh fun, and all you can eat. Boy, I'm going there after this. With a robot that sings Happy Birthday.
Yeah.
That's a selling point. Woo. That sounds great.
This is the Catamount Pike Band. Based in Montpelier, Vermont. Come see them at their very own Vermont Island Games on Saturday, June 13th at the Heisman Center for the Arts in Greensboro. More info available at vtcelticarts.org. Also, Welcome Vermont Gatherings. They bring immersive events to life here in Vermont, celebrating history, fantasy, and community.
Oh, Mandalorian, I was watching that last night. Yes! This is the way!
Sorry, I'm a little geeky.
Whoa, whoa.
What's up, buddy?
That is awesome.
Join them in June for their 10th annual Vermont Renaissance Fair, a weekend of magic and merriment, fun for all ages. Learn more at vtgatherings.com.
And here we have the Green Mountain Cruisers. This is a group of car enthusiasts. They gather for car shows, parades, and cruise the Champlain Valley. Cars range from antique to modern muscle, and they cruise miles, creating smiles. I mean, this is an impressive fleet of vehicles right there. That's the kind of high-octane excitement I need on a
At
Memorial
some
Day.
point, I wanted each one of these cars. They're so nice. They're so much fun to drive.
Boy, how about that Chrysler? Liking the green.
Liking it. Liking that a lot.
Liking that racing stripe. Oh, there we go. I hear the muscle. There it is. It's a little faster than my Prius, maybe.
I love this classic too. Beautiful, two-tone, loving it. The white walls. They
That's
don't
sharp.
get those anymore.
No, they don't make them like they used to. Take a look at that.
Now look at the lights on that Camaro.
Yes, illuminated rims. That's what I'm talking about.
Those lights, I'm thinking it's going to transform into a talking robot.
Good, good, good. Sing happy birthday.
Love that bike too. Hey, welcome our sheriff's office, Sheriff Dan Gamlin and Sergeant Brian Welch, Chittenden County Sheriff's Office. Sheriff Gamlin is running for re-election this year. Thanks for coming out.
Decked out vehicle.
Great to see you.
Boy, we're getting right along here in the parade. Now we're moving. And of course, we need to give a shout out to our division sponsor, the Essex Agency. Been in business here since 1972, and they're operated by local people focused on superior service for insured folks. So that's great. Thanks to the Essex Agency.
And welcome in front of the stand here, the Essex High School football team.
There it is.
They take the field with pride, toughness, and unity. They honor the courage and sacrifice of our nation's servicemen and women. They carry that spirit every Friday night. So stand proud and cheer them on, the Essex High School football team.
And of course, they're joined right now by the Essex Chargers youth football. Quite a contingent here with the pigskin. The Essex Charger youth football program, along with the Essex High School varsity football team, are ready for another great season this fall. And you can register to play this fall. It's never too early. Hey, it's not even summer yet. And let's get ready for the fall, right?
I played a little football. I love that game. It's my sport. That's the game I get into the most. Level of football.
There it is. You're really getting your mojo on here at mid-parade. We're at the mid-parade group where Marcus is very enthused about football, classic cars, and the like. Yeah. Good.
It's the little things. What'd you like a Skittle?
Yeah, I'll take Skittles, all right. There they go. There's the Chargers. That's awesome. Bringing the bowl box with the hay bales here.
These guys have got the candy. If you're looking for candy, check out the Essex football team.
There you go.
Got plenty. This is great.
Skittles, all right.
Oh,
I almost took myself out going for the candy here, Marcus.
that's why you're not on the football team.
Accurate. Yeah, more of a band kid myself. Shocking, I know.
Now here comes this 1934 Ford, owned by U.S. Navy veteran Ken Arms.
Boy, 1934, got the white wall tires again. That is sharp.
Red rims, they were ahead of their time. This is a beautiful car.
Looking good. Running smooth, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's quiet. It's like a beta plane.
Yeah, it is like a beta plane. Henry Ford, beta. That's innovation right there. And of course, Marcus made reference to this earlier, but we're nearing the 250th anniversary since the signing of the Declaration of Independence, and who better to celebrate with than the Essex Community Historical Society. The Community Historical Society salutes all who sacrificed their lives for our country. And as they note, being the 250th anniversary of the Revolutionary War, they are recognizing 17 men who served in this war for the community. And of course, you can visit their museum just outside of town here, always worth a visit.
I want to give big thanks to the Historical Society. They are a key part of keeping the history of the town of Essex and Essex Junction alive. So thank you so much for being those guardians.
Quite a tribute here to the local service people from that time, 250 years ago, from the community.
Here comes Beata Home Health Care. Please welcome them, and with a big round of applause, as they serve 9 counties in northern and central Vermont with compassion, excellence, and reliability. Thank you so much for serving our communities.
And it looks like we have Progressive Electric here today, and they salute our country's servicemen and women. They thank them for all that they've given. They are proud to be part of this community and look forward to helping more of us with our electrical needs. And of course, I might need an electrical charger at my home for my beta plane soon if I pick one up one of these days. You never know.
That sounds like a plan. That'd be awesome.
Is that an electric excavator?
I can believe that. My sandbox in my backyard.
There it is.
Welcome, Miss Vermont Scholarship Organization, as this year's title holders are Miss Vermont 2026, Hannah Rock. Hannah Rock. I got it. I apologize. I tried twice. There you go. And of course, Miss Vermont's Teen 2026, Zoe Clapton. Thank you so much. Congratulations on the win, ladies. Thank you for coming out and participating.
Bit of a rocky start with your pronunciations here.
You know, when you do radio on a regular basis, it still doesn't help your ability to pronounce. It really doesn't.
Well, here we have Mattress by Appointment Essex. They are a locally owned and operated company, and you can schedule today because your sleep deserves one-on-one attention.
They just moved into the Toys music space.
I saw that.
On Grove Street.
The score there.
Yeah.
And now,
Great to see you. Thank you for coming out. That is the best musician on the entire parade right there.
that's, you know, that is a pretty good one.
I wonder if by the time he gets to the end, he's going to be snoring away.
I mean, not if we have anything to do with it. Not if you keep going on about these classic cars.
You know, I think one of the gems of our of the city of Essex Junction is the Champlain Valley Expo. I mean, to have a venue where you can go and see music, participate in Renaissance fairs, the 10 best days of summer. I mean, it is truly one of my favorite places in the city.
Yeah, I'm down with anywhere with a Ferris wheel and going to a couple of concerts this summer. Are you going? Yeah.
I'm going to be going to a few concerts.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Absolutely. So we want to thank them. They are the division sponsor for this particular section of the parade. And they promote agriculture, education, arts, and of course commerce and entertainment activities, including the Champlain Valley Fair, the 10 best days of summer, starting August 22nd this year. The Expo is also proud supporter of the parade as a sponsor and of course host to the staging area of all of today's participants. So thank you so much for all the support they give to the city and our communities.
And then we've got here the Vermont Ravens semi-pro football team. The Vermont Ravens semi-pro football team plays their home games at Burlington High School Sundays at 2 p.m. And of course, they salute our country's servicemen and women. Check them out on Facebook. That's the Vermont Ravens semi-pro football team. Here we have the Chittenden County Republicans. The Chittenden County GOP honors 250 years of sacrifice from the Revolutionary War, including but not limited to the War of 1812, the Civil War, World Wars I and II, Korea, Vietnam, Gulf War, Afghanistan, and Iraq. They remember, they honor, they never forget.
Is this City Councilor Tim Miller approaching?
He's out of the truck. He's coming to relieve you of your MC duties.
Maybe. If I give him a microphone, it'll never be done. Anyway, moving on. Let's talk about the Vermont Federation of Republican Women. This is the state chapter of the National Federation of Republican Women, one of the largest grassroots women's organizations in the country, founded in 1938. And they're here to honor, of course, our fallen soldiers. Thank you so much for coming out and supporting the parade today.
Well, we're into the candidate portion of the program here. Lots of folks coming out for the parade line. We have here the campaign of Stephanie Mack for the Vermont House of Representatives running out in the town of Essex. Stephanie would love to talk about all of her constituents, and you can always check in to see if you're in her district and get in touch after the parade.
Sears for the Vermont State Senate. Now, Javin is running for the Vermont State Senate to bring a new generation of leadership to Montpelier. He's a youth football coach, community leader, and business student focused on Vermont's future. You want to find out more about Javin? Go to javinsears.com. Ashley Bartley, today honoring the brave men and women who gave their lives in service for our country. Representative Ashley Bartley, who is running for state senate, is proud to be joining the community to remember those sacrifices and those wonderful people on this Memorial Day.
There you go. Boy, we got a whole lineup here. I see a lawnmower coming down the parade route here. Always exciting to see a John Deere.
Not a lot of grass on these roads, but hey, whatever gets you down the parade route.
That's right.
Here's Lieutenant Governor John Rogers, elected as the 84th Lieutenant Governor, running for re-election with a focus for fighting for rural Vermont and working with Phil Scott on making Vermont a more affordable place for all. Thank you to all who have served. God bless you.
There it is. Rocking that lawnmower. That is some lawnmower.
Jeff Bartley, the man behind the
Airport.
One of the people behind the airport,
There he is. He
absolutely.
used to work at the fairgrounds, of course. And then we have Gerald Malloy for U.S. Congress. Gerald Malloy is a retired Army officer, combat veteran, Bronze Star recipient, and class of 1984 West Point graduate. Mr. Malloy wants to serve Vermonters as their next U.S. Congressman and help our state thrive.
Up next, Vermont Systems, Don Hanley Consulting Engineers and Division sponsors for this part of our parade. Vermont Systems supports today's parade, providing recreation management software for communities and around the world. Don Hanley Consulting Engineers is a long-standing member of the Essex community, proud sponsor of the Essex Memorial Parade for over 20 years. They ask that we all take a moment to remember and honor all those who serve our country.
And I'm taking a look here. We got the Chittenden County Democrats. See a lot of familiar candidates here.
Tom, good to see you.
Tanya Vyhovsky with her fluffy dog. Tom's got a little dog too. Good to see. Love to see it. We've got a whole group of folks here. The Chittenden County Democrats, they support candidates throughout the county and state park. We also have Molly Gray here, candidate for the got a big crew. Hey, Martha. Hey, a lot of
Look at all these familiar faces.
great group here. There's another familiar face, Senator Keisha Hinsdale, Chittenden County here. And Elsa, gotta name Elsa, name drop Elsa. Next up, we've got Ryan McLaren in the McLaren for Lieutenant Governor campaign. Joining Ryan as guests of honor are Pat Cram and June Heston, the wives of Sergeant Major Michael Cram and Brigadier General Michael Heston. Today, Ryan and his campaign, they're making tribute to two service members who served our state and country with distinction. Pat and June have carried their husbands' legacies forward with remarkable strength, advocating for veterans, military families, and all those who carry the cross of service. This Memorial Day weekend, we remember Mike Cram and Mike Heston with gratitude for their service, their sacrifice, and their families who carry their memories. That's the Ryan McLaren.
Almost down.
Well, that's a billboard of a truck right there if I ever saw one.
I know. Holy smoke. They don't make them that long anymore, I don't think. Jeez.
What's up, guys?
Wow, this is pretty remarkable here. We have Elaine Haney for Vermont Senate.
A very familiar face to the city of Essex Junction, former Essex Junction City Councilor, now running for office.
It would appear that she has roller derby cred with those skates on here. And Elaine is running for Vermont State Senate to represent Essex, Essex Junction, Burlington, Winooski, and parts of Colchester. Of course, the primary election's coming up on August 11th here. Easy to miss that one in the middle of summer, so please remember to vote.
Up next, Sarah George, proud to be our Chittenden County State's Attorney. Serving in this role since 2017, she and her team work tirelessly to provide opportunity, intervention, and support to victims, families, and our community as a whole. Thank you so much, Sarah, for coming out and supporting today's parade. Appreciate it. Great to see you. Great to see the team.
There we go. We got cowbell on the parade route. Love a good cowbell.
Always need
Magical way to whoop it up here. Of course, we have here Irene Renner. Irene is a candidate for state senate. She's honored to recognize that on this Memorial Day, she wants to recognize the military, especially all of Vermont's fallen heroes and the families of our Vermont fallen. They will never be forgotten. Irene Renner here. That's quite a contraption.
See, I want to get one of those, but I'd so hurt myself.
We'd be calling Essex Rescue if I got it.
Yes, absolutely. You should know the next group of people right here, led by Charity Clark, our Attorney General for the state of Vermont. This year, she is running for her third term to continue her work fighting for Vermonters and democracy.
Lots of bubbles on the parade route. Always popular to bring a bubble machine to a parade. That's like a pro move right there.
Yeah, it is.
Very supportive of bubbles.
Here's Allie Richards, passionate Vermonter, mother of twin boys, public servant. She's built a movement of over 40,000 Vermonters to pass Vermont's landmark child care law. She's running for governor to make Vermont a state where everyone can thrive.
Familiar face there, former Representative Tim German, dignitary of Essex Junction. Next up, we have Graham for State's Attorney. Graham Krennisfeld is running for State's Attorney in Chittenden County. He's going to bring accountability and transparency to the justice system. He says it's about building a safer, healthier, and more connected future for everyone who calls his place home. And of course, also here we have State Director Mike Pichak up here on the parade route saying hello. Mike is leading the charge to build new housing, cut prescription drug costs. He's also helping to launch the Vermont Immigration Legal Defense Fund. So give it up for Mike Pichak here.
Amanda Janu, she is running for governor because every Vermonter should be secure in their basic needs. That means investing in Vermonters with universal primary care, affordable housing, and strong public schools. Learn more at januforvt.com. Thank you so much for coming out and being a part of the parade.
Next up here, I just want to acknowledge our division sponsors with State Farm Insurance, Sunray Fire and Security, and we also have here Reynolds Antique Farm Tractors. We're looking at a 1952 Ford 8N driven by Steve Reynolds, a 1939 Farmall F20 by Carl Scott, a 1946 John Deere. Just keep coming. Take a look at this one. We've got a 1890 Argonaut engine. Beautiful tractor. Take a look at that.
That is a workhorse right there.
Sure is. I'll tell you what, I got some garden beds if you want to come kill them for me afterwards.
Gotta say hello to my friends at 95 Triple X. The station playing the biggest hits, 95 Triple X. Home of the Elvis Duran Morning Show, the 95 Triple X crew joins our duty in honoring nation's heroes and their families today, especially those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. Thank you so much for being out here.
Take a look at this. We've got Vermont Automobile Enthusiasts. This is a non-profit dedicated to supporting the auto tech centers in Vermont and promoting careers in the automotive industry. They have a fundraising car show and flea market in Waterbury on August 7th, 8th, and 9th, so be sure to mark your calendar for the Vermont Automobile Enthusiast Flea Market and fundraising car show. Boy, that's a lot of good-looking vehicles there. Take a look at that station wagon.
I know. Gorgeous, just gorgeous. Oh, look at that Ford Fairlane.
Yes, the ever-present Miata.
I have a special place in my heart. One of my favorite people in the world was her favorite car. I love that car. And this, the thing that takes you back, to transport you, the modern take on the Thunderbird. It is a great looking car. New and old, this is a great, great car.
And of course, here we got a giant tractor, a piece of equipment from CCR Sales and Service. They're dealers of Sandy construction equipment and Keone tractors. They salute the heroes of Memorial Day. Boy, take a look at that. We honor those who gave their lives and thank all who served this day. And of course, they welcome folks to join them in that remembrance. Boy, I didn't know that school was in service today, but it looks like we're at the bus stop here, Marcus.
Some of our favorite people in the world are bus drivers. Without Enterprises, proud transportation company, saluting the heroes for Memorial Day. We honor those who gave their lives and thank all who served. Please join us in remembering Matthew Enterprises. Thank you so much for coming out. Thank you so much for helping us get our future.
One of Vermont's largest residential and commercial plumbing and HVAC companies. They are proudly celebrating, get this, 60 years of service, 6 decades with the North. See a nice decked out truck there for Memorial Day. I like that. Yeah. Funding and everything. Check these out.
Little three-reeler action.
Tricycle here.
Yeah. Vermont's Vintage ATC. This club, based out of Milton, Vermont, loves the Essex Parade. Hoping community loves seeing them too. It's the Vermont Vintage ATC. It's a big round of applause for the three-wheeler.
Or you need a license to drive one of those things? Check them out.
Hope not.
That's awesome. Nice looking ATCs here. Got a whole crew.
Got wheelies on the three-wheelers. Nice. Well, somebody wasn't trusting doing it on his own.
Hey, you never know when you need a toe strap, right? Next up, we have the Shriners International Cairo Mini Racers. This is one of many Shriners groups here in Vermont, but they are known as the Cairo North Mini Racers. Pete, Phil, Jeff, Mike, Kevin, and Jason, they're based out of Milton, Vermont, and are here to promote and support the Shriners Children's Hospital. Check it out. Gotta love the Shriners here.
Big thanks for your continued support of the parade every year. Thank you so much, Greg.
There it is.
And as you might know, I don't want anybody to be, disappointed as the Essex Police Department starts to roll up the end of this parade. But there is still more to be had. So let's remind you, there is food festivities. There's the bouncy castle over here on Main Street.